Banned on Facebook for being a political activist. My activism is being banned on Facebook by Mark Zuckerberg. This ain't the first time. They've been doing it for the last 8 years. All right. They banning this. They banning this because I use Facebook for social change. I use Facebook to expose the racism and the corruption in the Democratic Party. I use racism. I use Facebook to show the corruption and racism in the platforms here on your social media. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, MySpace, Instagram. I use social media for social change. I don't use it for shaking my ass. I don't use it for personal shit. I use it strictly to handle my business. I was kidnapped by the state because I was making because I was exposing y'all. I used Facebook to do it when I did it. You got a lot of posts that I'm getting banned for. See? I use Facebook for a reason. That's Facebook. That's when I chased Chief Johnson out of the county council meeting tonight. How you doing? This is Chief Johnson. I'm here to talk to them about my illegal incarceration in 2011. Remember when I was kidnapped? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was kidnapped and charged with terrorism. Y'all charged me with terrorism, Chief, because I left a toilet in the front of the courthouse talking about the racism in Baltimore City and Baltimore County courts. You did that to me. You made me homeless. You won't even take me to court about this. You know what I'm saying? You did this to me. No, we hear about the housing, and I was kidnapped from my house, and I lost my housing. Please don't come up on me. Stay away from me. I'm scared of you. When you ever seen somebody? When you ever seen somebody run like that? You know what I'm saying? That's racism. That's your police department. Chief Johnson, Scott Shellenberger, Greg Bernstein. Dog, 2020, I'm going to put that camera in your face. I'm going to ask y'all questions. I'm a whistleblower. And I ain't going to just do them. I'm going to do you too. This is Fox 45, and they've been knowing me for since I came to Baltimore. They don't want to talk about the corruption. They don't want to talk about the racism. They don't want to talk about the toilets I left in front of their station. They don't want to talk about none of the evidence that they got, but they want to talk about crime and justice. He won't put his head up, won't open his mouth. Camera worked for me too. Fox 45 worked for the red and blue. Y'all don't want to talk to me, but y'all had plenty of shit to say when I was locked the fuck up. I ain't locked up no more. Quasi and Fume, I ain't locked up no more. I'm going to show you how the NAACP was working with Gov.O'Malley to lock up Black Baltimore. Quasi and Fume, you work with Bill Clinton and went from Bill Clinton to Congressman Cummings, and all y'all do is lock up Black Baltimore claiming to make it safe. No, it's not. Quasi and Fume, GOP Carter, the Democratic Party, y'all use y'all's powers and influence to incarcerate Black Baltimore, and you use fear to do it. Your ceasefire program, dog, let's talk about it all. Black faces, racism don't work without Black cooperation. Delegate Sidnor is cooperating with racism by being on the same board with Scott Shellenberger when Sidnor knows that Shellenberger is a straight up racist. Y'all ain't doing nothing about the racism in Baltimore City and Baltimore County, but you ain't got a problem locking up Black boys. You ain't got a problem killing Black men. You shot that Black man down in Baltimore County like he was a dog. He didn't have no weapon. He had a knife. You had 7 police officers, and they shot him. They could have tased him. They could have used their taser, but they want to send that message in Baltimore County to keep Blacks out of Baltimore County. So they shot him down. Corinne Gaines was defending herself. You want to make sure that Baltimore County stay in their place. So you took Corinne's Gaines lawsuit back I'm getting ready to file a lawsuit for like $12 billion against Baltimore County and your courts and your jail for illegally incarcerating inmates. I read my shit in the record today. Yeah, I read my shit in the record today. I got my 2 minutes in, and you couldn't stop me. I'm gonna give you your 2 minutes now. This is something that BAL didn't show you, Fox 45 didn't show you. This would happen tonight at the county council meeting, and you can go get it. Right here. You can go get this. You can go get this from them. Right. Protection program. I was on the witness protection program right here. This is President Obama, Senator Obama, right here. It was about the prison industry and mass incarceration. Right here. I gave this to Scott Shellenberger in 2008, long before I got locked up in 2011. All right, President Obama. This is Mikulski, Hardin's, Dutch Rupersberger. This is about Baltimore County's detention center in the prison industry. I'm a whistleblower on the courts, and I'm a whistleblower in your prison industry. It's right here. You got 135 inmates that you don't want to talk about. You got 10,000 cases that Scott Shellenberger is going to have reversed and remanded. Mr. Fields, what's the whistleblower's protections in Baltimore County? What are whistleblowers' protections in Baltimore County if you blow the whistle? Just like the whistleblower on Donald Trump, if I blow the whistle on you and the corruption here in Baltimore County, what are my protections? Because I was incarcerated. I was kidnapped. I was charged with terrorism for blowing the whistle. Right, here's the cases. City, county, state, and federal levels. Case number 24 CF 210009191. Maryland case 082560704. These are cases that I gave y'all, and y'all sat here and had us pledge allegiance. Y'all had us talk about justice. But this black man ain't getting no justice because I charged Scott Shellenberger. Now I'm gonna go one step further because y'all kept telling me that I can't do this, I can't do that. Here go a letter from Johnny Oleski asking for the Department of Justice to investigate my incarceration. And you've been knowing about this for over 2 years, for over 10 years, and you as a body ain't said nothing about me. This is Johnny Oleski right here. You feel me? So in my time, I still want my justice. We say that we equal opportunity here. Well, I want Scott Shellenberger criminally charged. Due process and equal protections under the law. That's what you're standing under. I'm a black citizen in America. I am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights in Baltimore County? Because y'all quiet as a church mouse every time I come in here. You got anything to say? Can I get something from y'all? Something. That's about as good as it gets. What about my freedoms? What about my rights? What about your job as being my elected officials to protect my rights? This ain't no jokey joke. This real conversation here.
All right, thank you.
Being black in Baltimore County, you have no rights in Baltimore County. They can charge you with anything in Baltimore County, and ain't nothing that they're gonna do to stop it. You just seen it. White supremacy in your face. I didn't manufacture this. This is on your channel. This is on your channel. I've been going there for over 2 years. And you ain't said nothing about Scott Shellenberger locking me up, and you got Scott Shellenberger on the gang task force. You got white supremacy on the gang task force. Anything that Scott Shellenberger touches needs to be reversed and remanded. The Department of Justice. See that? The Department of Justice. You feel me? I did my due diligence. I was innocent of all charges. The state took my truck. The state took my computer. The state took 13 storyboards. The state took an external hard drive. They took too much. I'm a whistleblower. And I want the same protections that y'all giving that white lady in Washington, D.C. over Donald Trump. I want Scott Shellenberger disbarred. I want Scott Shellenberger criminally charged. The same way that y'all charged Nafong with the Duke lacrosse, charge Scott Shellenberger. Because if y'all don't charge Scott, if you don't charge him, I'm going to put that camera in your face and I'm going to be everywhere you at. Kwasi and Fumi knew about this. GOP Carter knew about this. The Maryland Black Caucus knew about this. Delegate Sidnor knows about this. And y'all ain't trying to do nothing to defend my rights as a black man. Y'all protecting that white supremacy and that white money. I am Dred Scott. Do blacks have rights? You can go to Gayle King and get this. I'm going to be tagging Lester Holt. I'm going to be tagging everybody and their mama in this shit till I get justice. It ain't going to be just us in Baltimore. We're going to start sending some white people to jail or some black politicians. If you want to protect them white people, go to jail for them white people. Kwasi and Fumi, I'm calling you out. GOP Carter, I'm calling you out. Brandon Scott, I'm calling you out. Kiefer Burnett, I'm calling you out. You got a problem with me? When you see me in public, check my ass. Because when I see you in public, I'm going to check you. TJ Smith, I'm going to pull your car because TJ Smith been shielding this. Y'all talking about TJ Smith this, TJ Smith that. Dog, TJ Smith came here with Commissioner Davis, and Commissioner Davis kidnapped a little black boy. And TJ Smith is a little black face protecting that little white shit. Racism don't work without black cooperation. TJ Smith is the black mouthpiece. In the day. About my incarceration, toilets out in the house. Lock me the fuck up again. In court.